Hey guys, it's Miss Palmer. I'm going to show you how to add integers with different signs. So you notice here we have a plus and negative. So we just practiced how to add with the same sign, and with different signs, it's just a little different. So if the signs are different, if different, okay, then you're going to subtract and take the sign of the number with the greatest absolute value. Remember, absolute value is the distance from 0. No, that's a lot. So if different, then subtract and take the sign of the number with the greatest absolute value. So we have 7 and negative 5. So the absolute value of 7 is 7, and the absolute value of negative 5 is 5. So that means that the sign of the result is going to be positive. Okay, because 7 has a greater absolute value. Negative 3 plus positive 13. So the absolute value of negative 3 is 3, and the absolute value of 13 is 13. So I know my sign is going to be positive. Okay. 11 plus negative 6. I have an absolute value of 11 and an absolute value of 6. Which is greater? The absolute value of 11. So I know my sign is going to be positive. 1, positive 1, and negative 4. Positive 1, the absolute value is 1, and the absolute value of negative 4 is 4. So that means I know my sign is going to be negative. Negative 10 plus 9. I know that my absolute value of negative 10 is 10, and my absolute value of 9 is 9. So I know that my sign is going to be negative. I have 6 and negative 8. Which has the greater absolute value? Absolute value of 6 is 6. Absolute value of negative 8 is 8. So that is negative. So what would I do? So they're different signs. So I have a positive and a negative. So 7 minus 5 is 2. So I know my sign is positive 2. 13 plus 3. My signs are different, so I can do 13 minus 3. What do I get? I get 10, and I know that's going to be a positive 10. And as always, you could check these on the chips, guys, if you really wanted to. You could check these with the chips. All right, 11 plus negative 6. My signs are different, so I'm going to do 11 minus 6, and I'm going to get 5. I know that 11 has the higher absolute value, so it's going to be a positive 5. 1 plus negative 4. That's going to be the same as 4 minus 1, which is 3, but 4 has the greater absolute value. So that's going to make the answer negative 3. And if you're looking at me like, what the world, Miss Palmer? Let's think about this right here. 1 plus negative 4. So if I did this with the chips, I have a positive 1, and I have 4 negatives. Okay? If I cancel out my 0 pairs, what am I left with? Negative 3. If I did it on a number line, okay, start at 0, I go up to 1, and then I go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and I end on negative 3. All right, negative 10 plus 9. That's going to be the same as 10 minus 9, which is 1. 10 has the greater absolute value, so that's negative 1. 6 plus negative 8. I'm going to do 8 minus 6. So I'm still putting my big number in front. If you notice, I have to flip the order, but that's okay. And a negative 2. So look for a pattern or a general rule and write the steps to find the two integers with different signs. So 1, find the sign of the number with the greatest absolute. And you're going to subtract. All right, here we go. So find each sum using the strategy above. Is my answer going to be negative or positive? Right, my answer is going to be positive. So 13 minus 7, well, let's count up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 6. And I know it's a positive 6. Let's do one more together. So this one, which has the greater absolute value? 9 or 15? 15. So I know my answer is going to be negative. 15 minus 9 is equal to what? Let's count up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I know my answer is negative 6. And if I was to draw over here, these as chips, and I had a positive 9, and a negative 15. Oof, I don't want to draw all these chips, but I'm about to. Okay, positive, 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 positive. And you can always use this strategy, guys. But like I said, as the numbers get bigger, we really don't want to. Canceling out my 0 pairs. What am I left with? Negative 6. All right, you need